Whew, ladies and gentlemen, it is a cold day in hell. You know, I might sound like a cynical bastard sometimes, but I'm not too cynical to enjoy video games every once in a while. In fact, most of the while. Now, one of the things that I found really weird lately on the YouTube platforms is going back to the gaming news channels. You know, I've recommended videos on YouTube sort of guide a lot of these fucking rants for me. And YouTube recommended videos have led to me a lot of these news channels on YouTube that basically are gaming news circles. Now, I think we all know a lot of these channels that talk about the death of video games, how certain stuff was murdered or whatever you can call it, right? You understand what I'm talking about. I'm not exactly calling out anyone in particular, just the general channels that basically are out there, and essentially all the videos boil down to is, let's sign on to the Reddit page for that fucking game that day, see what the general consensus is among the community, and parrot that opinion on the YouTube platform. I think we all know the exact type of video I'm talking about, all those videos. But again, I ain't calling anybody out, this is just me generally going on about it. Now, for me, YouTube gaming news has been an interesting topic throughout my years here. I've looked at the landscape and seen exactly the kind of controversy that kicks up a spark. And a lot of these videos are often made for the sole purpose that they do get controversy. It happens. We all profit off of the views from any fucking negative attention for any video game. We've seen it happen. Fallout 76, fucking goldmine. Red Dead Online microtransactions, goldmine. Anthem, soon to be goldmine. Get on that, ladies and gentlemen, if you know what I mean. But you understand where I'm going with this. Now, the problem that I have with this situation is that it has entirely made the gaming landscape to the casual person look like it's a giant hellhole. You know how many times I got to read somebody telling me, man, gaming sucks ass nowadays. You know, it used to be so much fucking better during the NES days. Oh, really? Was it? You know, I admit that there was a golden time for video gaming, but most of that has always been rose-tinted glasses. And to everybody, you know, that sort of parrots the opinion that, oh, most video games are bad. I never really ever see the videos on YouTube where a game is often considered good. You know, for every time somebody throws out the 70th video about how Fallout 76 fucking destroyed their lives, I'm always sitting there wondering, you know, everyone here has said that video gaming, you know, in 2018 has turned to shit. Most modern AAA video games are dead. There is no good modern AAA video game. To which I always say, were you around for fucking Persona 5? Were you around for Nier Automata? There's a game on my shelf called Neo that I really enjoy, but I guess that doesn't count. You know, there's plenty of good AAA games that exist. You know, not all of them are the loot and shoots that we're all used to, and we basically have to parrot out on the internet. There's a certain aspect of YouTube news that basically paints video gaming so negatively that there are people, you know, that I've talked to that are like, you know, I'm not even going to touch video games anymore. They're terrible. They're awful. There is no good video AAA game left. I guess these people have never bothered to take the cursory glance into actual gaming and say, well, you know, for every shitty game, there's a Horizon Zero Dawn, there's a Legend of Zelda, you understand what I'm trying to say? There's plenty of great games out there, but oftentimes the YouTube coverage is so geared towards focusing on the negative by a lot of these channels that honestly don't even have any connection to the video games to begin with. For instance, one of these videos that I was watching, you know, people were talking about The Division and how Ubisoft screwed it over and how it was a crappy game and it made this giant turnaround and all that stuff. When the same channels don't even have their own gameplay showcase. It's just, let's go Google up what Division gameplay is, download that shit, and then we'll just drop it into the video. What do I say about this game? Fuck. Let's go see that Reddit page. Okay, let's see. What are people talking about the Division? Oh, it had a turnaround. Why? Point A, B, and C. Well, let's just parrot that out there. You haven't even touched the game. You made your essay video. Congratulations. At least, if you're gonna do that, play the game. You know, I talk negative about video games too. Point being is that me and many other people that do talk negatively about video games, you know, people that are passionate in this circle actually have played those fucking video games. You know, there's like a million people that said Fallout. Again, I'm being pretty hyperbolic there, but there's a ton of people that definitely parroted Fallout 76's terrible praises. Fallout 76 is, without a doubt, not a good game, all right? It has a lot of things going against it. But for as many people that called out that game for its problems, there were a ton of those people who were calling it out, who had never even touched the game, who just said, hey, this is what's so bad about it. Let's copy point A, B, and C. At least at least fucking try the game. If you're gonna profit off of its misery, fucking buy a cheap CD key and at least experience it for yourself. That might make for a more convincing video. You know, the problem I have here is gaming is now painted as this overly negative landscape where AAA games are just terrible, and the only bastion is the indie games out there. Because let me tell you from my gaming experience, okay? For every fucking good indie game, there's always that one indie game that's just a fucking ripoff of either a battle royale on the market or a fucking survival game. So don't come at me, okay, with the fact that gaming in general is so negative and dead. Yes, are there microtransactions? Are there day one DLC passes? Are there tons of that cancer? Absolutely. But for every game that is loaded with the economy of Red Dead's Korean microtransaction simulator, there are tons of games that do the exact opposite in today's day and age. But it's kind of like music, right? You know, people who like to criticize music genres often just look at the top charts of a music genre and say, wow, that's just shit in general, instead of taking the extra cursory glance to look beneath the fucking surface, the veil, and see some good stuff hiding beneath. You know, you don't even have to do that too much for video games. You really don't, okay? Yeah, there are 4 or 5 fucking shitty games that we all remember every year. Trust me, it happens year after year after year, generation after generation. But then for every 5 terrible games, nowadays there's at least 10 good games that you can go down to that never get proper coverage and attention. YouTube gaming, for me, at least on my recommended, has gotten so negative and toxic between all the spoilers and all the videos that tell me about how X game dies or how Y game is just cancerous because this company made it for no other reason than said company made it. There's that much content flooding in to my YouTube stuff that I keep trying to get rid of on a daily basis. Trust me, I do whatever I can, but YouTube AI recommends me the weird shit. There are less content creators that I find, at least YouTube recommending me, that actually give a shit about video gaming. Here's my plea to a lot of people over here. You know who you are. If you're gonna paint the picture of YouTube or of video gaming nowadays being so fucking negative, all right? Every game that you make a video of, this game is fucking shit. Most games are crap. Gaming used to be better back in the day. Give us proper examples, because let me tell you something right now, motherfuckers. You got rose-tinted glasses on. Video gaming has gotten better in recent years, without a doubt. There are games that are more expansive, beautiful than we have ever seen. All right, compared to the fucking NES quarter muncher games that we played back in the day, yeah, you know, I can say surely that gaming has gotten better. Are there timeless games you remember from back in the day? Absolutely. There's timeless games from every generation. But hey, it's just one Indian guy on the internet who likes video games and browsing the dank web and fucking around with virtual machines talking this to your ears. But I figured I might get this point across. This video is cathartic as all hell to me. All right, I just had to get this point across, ladies and gentlemen. Shit's weird, dude. But hey, if you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. Dislike if you dislike it. Stay positive, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy gaming. It's not as bad as what some out there would like you to think. You're not walking into a giant minefield. But hey, that's just Muda giving you my thoughts. That being said, I am out.